But as we've seen all too often, public trust is frayed and broken, and that undermines public safety. For the families here today and across the country who have had to ask why this nation, why so many black Americans wake up knowing they could lose their life in the course of just living their life today. Simply jogging, shopping, sleeping at home. Whether they made headlines or not, lost souls gone too soon. Members of Congress, including many here today, like Senator Cory Booker and Congressman Karen Bass, alongside members of the Congressional Black Caucus, House and Senate Judiciary Committees, spent countless hours on the Georgia.
We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
According to FDA testimony, staff received the whistleblower report in October of 2021, and senior food staff officials did not respond to that report until 4 months later in February. How does that happen? How can that possibly happen? And I want to ask you that of the administrator. I'm asked. Can you hear me? Hello.
I got muted there. I apologize.
I see. Okay.
I first of all, let me just point out that the complaint was received. It was logged in right away. The ORA employees did their usual review. It went to OCI, the Criminal Investigations Unit, because there were concerns. The decision was made that the informant needed to be questioned and brought in to go over things. There were some medical issues that delayed it. I can't go into details because they're personal related to that happened. We're on record as saying it took too long. And then on top of all that, as I've already said, the lack of escalation clause, it's meant the senior officials were not aware until February 10th or February 9th.
Now, Commissioner Califf, there has been some suggestion in the press that the FDA should have called the White House Chief of Staff back in February when the Abbott plant closed. And the implication is that the FDA did not reach out to the White House. When did the FDA alert the White House about the closure of the Abbott plant, and who was alerted?
In early February, there were communications down the chain. I don't think I'm not here, but I know we did not. I'm pretty sure we didn't talk to the Chief of Staff, but there was communication with White House staff as a regular event, and there are memos that were produced that I think give a very elegant description of the issues and the concerns.
You're talking 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, to get this shortage over with. And then as part of that, how will you get information distributed so we can tell our constituents how they get this formula, how they have access to it so they can get it? That's 2 minutes.
Sure. First of all, let me just say this is a war mentality. It is a crisis. We're fully aware of it. Families should not be searching for formula, but they have to do it now until we fill in. So if we several weeks out, we'll have a surplus of formula. When I say several, I can't say exactly how many weeks.
Oil and inflation. President Biden was inaugurated on January 20th of last year. So we are on day 488 of Build Back Better. So far, the policy failures from this administration have gushed like an open fire hydrant. You mentioned oil. The president is clearly obstructing America from drilling for its own oil, and for environmental reasons, he says. Instead, he wants us to buy oil from foreign countries. Those foreign countries transport that oil to us in tankers that use 2,000 gallons of fuel per hour and emit 8 tons of CO2 per hour. The irony is rich. President Biden gave Americans 3 $600 stimulus checks. And then For his next trick, he crashed their 401ks and increased their gasoline bills by $800, their food bills by $3,000, and their rent by $2,000 a month. Now, unless you have untreated mental illness, you know that is not a good trade. And that's why most Americans, at least on the economy, right now would not trust the Biden administration to properly open a PayPal. Its economic illiteracy is astounding. President Biden says that he has no control over gasoline prices and oil prices. You can't have regulatory control over the drilling, transport, storage, refining, trading, and taxation of oil, as the president does, and accurately make that statement. And the American people just don't believe him because it's just not true.